Guys, welcome back. You're still watching Trading Hour, and let's now focus on the auto sector. Sector heavyweight Ashok Leyland launches 2 new variants of its popular LCV range Bada Dost as it looks to expand the LCV portfolio and gain market share. So the Bada Dost i1 is priced at 7.9 lakh rupees, while Leyland is offering the i2 variant at 8.63 lakh rupees. Both models boast of a wide deck and other high-end specifications as well. Note that the company has sold over 35,000 units under the Bada Dost range since its launch 2 years ago. So on these new variants, Sonia caught up with Rajat Gupta, who is head of LCV Business at Ashok Leyland, and began by asking him which sub-segment within the light commercial vehicles the company would target with this launch, and also whether this would be offered with both fuel options, diesel as well as CNG. So listen in.
We are launching Bada Dost i1 and i2, which is in 2.5 ton and 2.8 ton segment. And just to talk about Bada Dost is a platform which we launched 2 years back, and that time we unveiled 2 products, which is i3 and i4. Actually, it was 3 ton and 3.5 ton segment, and it became instant success among the customer because it is designed keeping customer experience and customer comfort in mind. Now, to answer your second question, as of now, it is in diesel version, and towards the last quarter, you will see CNG version of Bada Dost as well.
Okay, so post this launch and including the previous launch of Bada Dost, can you help us with what the addressable market is in the LCV space and what kind of growth are you looking at Ashok Leyland?
Yeah, so these products will be placed in sub-segment of 2 to 3.5 ton in the LCV space. And TIV growth is beyond our expectation. We expected TIV to grow at about 10 to 12%, but actually post-COVID, I am seeing a huge growth, which is growing at about 16 to 18%. So I am expecting that the year end would be around 16% growth in TIV segment, which is much better than pre-COVID levels.
Okay, so 16% growth in the TIV segment and demand is very strong. How many more light commercial vehicle products can we expect from Ashok Leyland stable this year?
See, we have filled up the entire segment 2 to 3.5 with all the diesel versions. Now, in CNG, we have only Dost one model. Now, we will be launching 2 more products on CNG, Dost plus CNG as well as Bada Dost CNG, which will offer higher power in CNG segment.
Okay, so, can you just help us with what is the market share currently in the LCV segment that you enjoy? And with these new launches, what are you targeting in terms of market share by the end of the year?
It's anybody's prediction, but as of now, market share is about 20.3% in LCV 2 to 3.5 ton segment. And of course, the launches will add to it.
Okay, so for the LCV business, what kind of demand trends are you looking at? Overall, I'm trying to understand, is it largely for infrastructure activities, it is commercial purposes, is it more for e-commerce, logistics? Because, that has been a big growth driver in the recent past as well.
So the drivers for LCV business is e-commerce, retail business, hub and spoke transportation, logistic business, and market load operator. If the demand among consumer increases, then overall demand LCV increases. And in rural segment, because of good monsoon, if crops is good, then demand will increase. These are the growth driver for LCV, and touchwood this year has been phenomenal so far.
Okay, this year has been phenomenal. What about e-commerce and logistics? I'm just trying to understand, compared to last year, has that gone up in a big way?
Yes, a lot of new players have come in, and they have increased their business. So, of course, there is a demand coming up.
Okay. How are the discounts in the industry now relative to what we saw a couple of quarters ago?
You have asked very relevant question. This industry is driven by heavy discounts. However, we work on value proposition, and we offer value for our customer. As I said, there are a lot of industry first feature which is good for customer convenience and overall saving. And overall, because of these, customer gets benefited, and total cost of operation for customer is low, hence making more profits.
Okay. So overall, sir, just to wind up, since you have, announced these new launches and you are looking at big growth from the LCV space, how much do you think the industry can grow, the LCV industry, over the next couple of years? And what would Ashok Leyland's share be in that?
For LCV, we are targeting about 24 to 25% share, and industry would go at around 16% this year. And CAGR of next 3 to 5 years would be around 10 to 12%.